Hey guys, so today I decided I would film a kind of testing slash review video of the new Makeup Revolution concealer. If you've been living under a rock, or to be honest, if you're just not really that into that kind of thing, then Makeup Revolution have actually come out with a new concealer. It's come out for a few weeks now. Yeah, this concealer is really blown up, gotten lots of hype, and it's been compared to the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Lol, Tarte. So much shade has been thrown at Tarte recently. I just find it hilarious because the whole Tarte foundation situation is actually ridiculous because lol. But anyway, I'm not getting into that because personally I've never tried any Tarte products, and I know this has been dubbed a dupe for the Tarte concealer. I've never even tried it, so I can't say anything on that. I won't be trying it, and I won't be trying the foundation anyway, so yeah. So basically, when I kind of heard about the concealers, I like jumped on it straight away. I was like, oh my god, I really want to try those. And I went into my Superdrug in New York, and they actually happen to have my shades as well. So the reason why people are really loving this is obviously like it's supposed to be like really good quality, high coverage, and another thing is the fact that they have an amazing shade range. So I think they have 18 different shades, and when I went into York, the Superdrug, they had all 18 shades there. So yeah, I picked up 2 of the shades. The concealers themselves kind of like advertise themselves as Conceal and Define, Full Coverage, Conceal and Contour. So when I saw that, I was extra excited because I feel like I've been needing a new like contour product for the longest time. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get a lighter shade. So I got the shade C13 to conceal with, and then the darker shade that they have, C18, to contour with. I feel like they're coming up a bit like brighter in the bottles because of my studio light, but honestly C18, when I swatched it, I was like, that's dark. I was thinking, you know, is that too dark to be a contour shade for me, which is always, you know, that never happens. So yeah, very excited for these. These both retail at £4 each at Superdrug. I think it's also sold on Tam Beauty. I think that's the website where a lot of like the Superdrug stock is online. So I will link the concealers down below on the Superdrug and the Tam Beauty website if you want to go and check them out. Check out the description box. I think the main thing I was very impressed with was the shade range, especially with concealers. Like foundations are getting a little bit better except for Tarte. But I feel like concealers are still really hard to find in your shade, especially in the drugstore. And considering they're £4 as well, and the fact that people are raving about them so much, I am like so bloody excited to like jump on this, because I'm like, you know, if they're amazing concealers, they've got amazing shades, and they're only £4 each, then I'm all for that. So as I said, I got the 2 different shades, and I thought I'd just watch them on the back of my hand first of all, just to kind of get a first impressions and yeah, let you guys know what the kind of shades look like. So this is C13, which is what I kind of, from very quickly looking at it and dab it on the back of my hand, is what I think is my concealer shade. Oh my god, yeah, I've seen the applicator for the Shape Tape as well, and this is like the exact same applicator from, yeah, what I've seen of it, which is pretty interesting. I do really like these like big doe foot applicators. Yeah, so that's C13 on the back of my hand. So I feel like not super light, but it should work as a highlighter, because I was worried about going too light but also, you know, going too dark and getting a shade that's almost the same skin tone as me. But I do think that's light enough, like, hopefully. We'll see. And then I've got C18, which, like I said, is the darker shade. Hopefully it will still be alright for a contour. So I'm gonna get started just putting my foundation on, and then I'm gonna go straight into the concealer. I'm gonna kind of not go over like the main bits of my under eye, just to properly test out the concealer, and then I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques complexion sponge. That's it. Right, now into the concealers. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna take that under my eyes. I love the applicator. It also feels really smooth. Oh, I better move quickly because I think I've heard that it can, what's the word, that it dries down quite quickly. Oh, the coverage. That coverage though. Oh my god. This is like a real time, like, actual first impression. What under eye bags? I have really bad under eyes, guys. Like really, really bad. And I've had it for basically my whole life. I was looking at some of my baby pictures the other day, and I've had eye bags since I was literally a freshly born baby. Like, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, but oh my god. Okay, the coverage on this is sick. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Guys, stop me, like, someone stop me becoming Patricia Bright, because I've literally just started saying things she says now. Like, it's really ridiculous. Okay, that coverage is snatched. That is, it could be a bit lighter, but that's obviously like a shade thing. I probably could have got a shade lighter, or maybe I need 2 shades to mix, because I think I was a bit worried that the shade lighter looked really pale. I mean, that's the good thing about things being £4. I could buy the other shade because it's not as splashing out my money, and kind of mix the two to get a bit of a you know, that kind of like brightened under eye. But the fact that it conceals my under eye bag so well is really good for me, because that's kind of what I would use concealer for anyway. Obviously a bit of brightness is cool, but if you're gonna cover my under eye bags, I'm cool with that too. I'm gonna put a little bit more here. I'm gonna put some down the middle of my nose as well. Honestly, the blendability of this is insane, and how much coverage. Like, sometimes when things are really like high coverage and it's got quite a matte texture, I expect it to be like drag, and then when people said it dries down quite quickly, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be one of those products where when you're applying it, it's like literally you're having to drag it into your skin or like across your skin, but it actually blends out super easily as well. Like, it's so smooth. Oh, I love it. First impressions, I love it. Just blend that down my nose. Oh, that's really highlighted down my nose. I don't know if you can see that, but like down the middle of my nose is so like bright, and you'd think I'd put actual like highlighter on. And under my eyes just looks so like so smooth, so creamy. Ooh, yes. Hold up, I'm just feeling myself a little. I'm gonna go in with the contour now, which is the one that I'm actually more worried about, because I'm worried it's a bit too dark. But actually, considering how blendable that is, the formula is, I feel like even if it is a little too dark, it won't be like, it's not just gonna leave a line down my face. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So do a bit around my temples, put a bit under my jawline, hide that second chin. Let's see how blending this out goes. I'm obviously doing it with the sponge again. Yeah, that's blending out really nicely. See, I see what people mean about it drying down quite a bit, because I think the dots that I applied kind of around my temple, I left that there for a little bit longer. It's just that tiny bit more difficult to blend out. No, it still definitely blends out, it just needs a bit more working with. Honestly, I'm like so impressed with, like I said, number one, the coverage. I feel like under my eyes just look really like, I don't know, like they look like airbrushed. They just look so smooth. The contour is really like chiseling my face. The concealers have really kind of brought some dimension to my face. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and put on the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back to you with, you know, kind of final thoughts and that kind of thing. So I come back. I actually just applied the lighter concealer on my eyelids as well, because I thought it's such a nice, you know, formula that I feel like it would be really good as like a base. And also the fact that it's, you know, slightly lighter than my skin tone as well. It just blends out so nicely. Honestly, that's my favourite bit, because I'm so lazy nowadays, like with makeup and stuff, that I'm just like, anything that's easy to do. I also thought that I should actually do my powder on top, just to see, you know, kind of how it looks with powder on top, if it doesn't go cakey or anything like that. So I'm using my RCMA no colour powder. I'm actually going to do some under the contour as well, just keep things sharp. That one definitely has gone a little too low. Literally, this is the struggle, I can't see, so you know, it's all good. So I'm just going to brush that out. Honestly, my under eyes feel so smooth, like, oh my god. I'm such a weirdo. Oh my god, my under eyes feel so smooth. Yes, my face has multiple dimensions and I'm loving it. So now I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup. Right, so we're back with this fully snatched face. Back to the concealers. Like I said, this is obviously a first impressions, but I'm well impressed with the quality of them. Number one, they had amazing coverage. Like I said, I have very, you know, bad, quite dark under eye circles, but I feel like they were pretty much like eradicated after putting on the concealer, especially when I went over with the tiny like extra layer over the main like bit of my really dark like the really dark bit of my under eye circles. Really easy to blend in, which again is always really nice when you're using makeup products, because yeah, like I said, you just want to be as quick as possible. I'm like one of those people that does do my makeup quite like leisurely if I am doing it, but it's not, you know, fun having to faff around like blending something in that just feels like chalk, and they just have like that kind of like ashy look to them. These were both really rich in colour, so obviously the colour range is an amazing thing. The fact that they've got so many shades, and that dark concealer, even if not as a contour, can be a concealer for darker skinned girls. The actual pigment of them is really good as well, because sometimes products that are like for darker skinned people still have like a kind of like grey ashy look to them when you apply them, but these were kind of like really rich in colour, and like I said, amazing kind of like pigment to them. It works really well with product on top, like putting powder on top. Yeah, my skin, under eyes, contour bit, and my skin's just looking really smooth. So yeah, it's a big thumbs up for me. I really love the concealers. Yeah, there's literally nothing like I can fault it at, because I really did like these, and obviously it's a first impressions as well, so you know, there might be other things like staying power, but that's one of those things where you won't really know until like after using the product multiple times. But I'm gonna say from the first impressions kind of point of view, I do really love the concealer, and especially at the price point for £4, like you basically can't go wrong, and it didn't go wrong, so there's not even a problem with that at all. I think it's just an amazing concealer considering the price. So like I said, if you guys are interested in it, I'll have it links down below to the Superdrug website and also the Tan Beauty website, so check the description bar down below if you are interested. Whilst you're there, you might as well like the video if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe to my channel, because you'll be in the description box. Check out my social media links. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.